Q4 is coming to an end very shortly. And if you're into print on demand, you know what that means. The key to maintaining sales in January is finding what people are actively searching for. That's where Merch Informer Archive comes in. Let me show you the step-by-step on how to use it so we can uncover the best niches. All right, so I'm logged into the back of Merch Informer. I'm gonna have a special code down below. Use that coupon code to get an additional discount off your sign up. So Merch Informer, product research right here, and then Merch Archive, click that right there. And it's gonna go ahead and pop up this little screen. Now it's right here to the present day of December 2024. But what we're gonna do is come back over here. Let's say after all the events are done, let's say January 5th. Now we're gonna click that. And basically what we're gonna do is gonna go to January 2024 of obviously the beginning of this year. And it's gonna show us the top selling niches for that day. And then you can literally just go whatever day you want from here. You can even go into February if you want, but we'll leverage this right here. Now, keep in mind, it's a different year. There's different ideas. There's different trending designs. There's certain things that didn't work last year that are working this year. But for the most part, like for certain holidays that are coming up, say like Valentine's Day or anything like that, Groundhog's Day, like certain stuff like that, it's big, right? And it's up and coming. So we should be able to find the sales and look at what's selling to give us an idea to help us with our design. So you can choose the marketplace, right? And we're going to go ahead and use USA and then show unprotected brands, show protected brands. I'm just going to go ahead and just leave that right there. Then I'll go ahead and hit search. All right. Now keep in mind, always double checking for trademarks and copyrights because that's very important. Now, if we come down, we'll break down, just go down the whole thing. Now, anything related to college or anything like that, college football or any of these colleges, you want to be very careful. You don't want to do that because it's against the rules and we don't want to break the rules. I am not bossy. I just know what you should be doing. Okay. Perfect example. Text-based design. I'm not old. I'm classic. We've seen this one a lot of times already. So that's definitely like probably just a ton of sales, ton of reviews. And let me go ahead and break this down for you too. So it's showing us the title. So when we click on the actual title, it's going to bring us over here to the Amazon listing to give you an idea. And then it's showing you the BSR, the sales information. You can also click on the features. It'll show you the bullet points, and then you can click here. It'll show you the description. But everything is pretty much clickable. And then it can bring you over here to the actual Amazon search page or the Amazon listing, which is really nice because there's no clutter over here. And you just go down, and as you go, keep going. Don't be a dumb bass. That's a cool one. I like that one. And then go down, keep going. Here's a Valentine's Day. This is a perfect example. It's my birthday. Can I have plans in the garage? Let's eat, kids. Let's eat, kids. This is a cool one too. Sasquatch. This is a cool one. And I'm just going based off of my opinion, seeing what's going on. Now, this is going to be different. Your search results and your research is going to be different than mine, but this is to show you how I've done it over the years. Guess what? Chicken butt. This is a cool one. V for Valentine's Day. This is a video games. I'm not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. That's a cool one. This is a little kitty stuff. I'm 3 and I'm digging it. That's a cool birthday shirt one. Let's go ahead and we'll click on that one and break down some of this stuff. And then look at, we found one with product. I think it was the V for video games one, right? Let me see. That regular mom one is that one. That's the one that didn't pop up. Keep going. Just like a girl who loves anime, ramen. And we know like that this is a really big niche. Oh, so you look at a Catzilla. That's a cool one. Dabbing Heart, Cat Daddy, straight out of the penalty bot. It's weird being the same age as old people. Finding some good stuff. Graphic Valentine's Day. Okay. Oh, no, not there. But we're seeing that, admit it, I would love to be born without me. Let's go down, Princess Security. Trump make America, bring America back. This is probably doing good. We'll go ahead and pop that one open. If it was doing good last year, right? Most likely. See, it all depends, right? It all depends. Like, just because it's going good last year, is it doing good this year? And this is something that we're going to go and dive into and break down. All right, now we have a ton of stuff already open, especially for Valentine's Day. There's some stuff right here that we have that is looking pretty good. And I can just keep going. And this is a cool skeleton. Anything with skeletons right now seem to be doing just good for every single niche. Just keep that in mind. We know that skeletons were doing really good. If you're following my research, skeletons were doing really good for Halloween. They've always been doing really good for Halloween. And then just going into all the events, Christmas, and then just so on and so forth. But we clicked on the 5th right here. Now, let me show you an example. We have all those tabs open. We'll go ahead and go over that. Let's say like you want to click on the next month. You want to go February 1st and hit search. It's going to show up different results. You see how I did that? How it showed up is just showing up different results. And it's going to show you like, especially when you're getting closer and closer to the holiday. So for Valentine's Day, it's going to show different results. We have 100 days of school now. So let's go ahead and we'll grab that one right there. Valentine's, some more heart stuff. We're going to see a lot of that stuff. We're now looking at another 100 days of school. I've been talking about this on my channel the past few weeks. So if you're not designing for this, you need to get on top of that. If you're just jumping on in here and your first time here to the channel, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up because it helps me create content like this. Another 100 days of smarters, another 100 days of school. My teacher survived. 100 days of me. That's a cool one. Let me go ahead and click on that one. Happy Lunar Year, New Year. So Chinese New Year is coming up. It's a year of the snake. This is Hello Kitty, but we're taking the actual general niche of Chinese New Year. Keep that in mind when it comes into this stuff. I'm not saying to copy this actual Hello Kitty because you'll get your account suspended, or just wherever you're selling, you want to make sure that you understand trademarks and copyright because that's very important. Now, we know that February, Black History Month, you can see what I did right there, just jumped up ahead, and we have so many different ideas here, right? And I'm just freestyling here, guys, by the way. There's just so many different stuff. You have more Black History Month here. We know that's in February, and then Valentine's Day, and then mixed with 100 days of school. Leveraging those three right there, what I just explained to you, should be a big boost in sales if you jump ahead and get ahead of any of that stuff. Mardi Gras is starting to make sales too. Let's go. Oh, that's obviously not popping up. We got a little dog. I'm just here for the snacks. Now the Super Bowl, right? Keep that in mind too. Super Bowl, so just general football design sayings that are funny to wear to a party would be a good idea, right? Let's go ahead and click on that one. After all the years of doing research, it's like second nature to me. I'm just on it. So you're going down. If I'm moving a little bit too fast, I recommend you just go back and replay this in certain parts that you're not understanding. And that's why I'm opening up these t-shirt designs, open up the listing so we can just knock out every single one and give you an insight and idea of what you can possibly do to make sales with. Let's go down. I think we're good right there. Groundhog's Day, right? So anything related to Groundhog's Day, I'm trying to see if I can find something else with that one. It's not popping up, but Groundhog's Day is a good one as far as making good sales in there. I have a few top selling designs myself in that niche. That's why I'm sharing it with you. And pretty much all these niches right here that I'm sharing with you, I have a good amount of sales in, especially going into Q1. I've always done really good in Q1, just as good as Q1 and Q4. And yeah, this is perfect. I'm not bossy, just know what you should be doing. So funny t-shirt, like it's like boss manager gifts. You can see who they're targeting here. Simple text-based design. So if you can think of funny sayings for your boss or your manager that like they'd like to say, or you just want to get them a gift, this would be a good idea. And then it's also perfect for like husband and wife too. I can see this working really good. 4.7 out of 5, 1,300 ratings. That's a freaking ton, right? Now, what I like to do is look at this BSR chart. If you're unaware what a BSR chart is, it's showing us when it's made its first sale. So in 2027, which is 7 years ago, put over the 7 years, you're seeing like in Q4, it's making sales, but then going into Q1, it's still continuously making sales throughout the year. Then in July, it starts to trend downwards even more, which is crazy. And then it does the same thing again. So if we're looking at the merch archives, if we see this, like the sales data, if you're looking at the bigger picture of the all-time sales, it seems to continuously repeat itself as long as you get a good design up, right? And this is what I always look for as a print-on-demand seller. I'm looking for consistency. I want to see consistent sales. And as you're seeing this, look at this. It's nosediving again in Q4. It's crushing it right now. This one design, right? 69K BSR. But then going into January, it seems to even still make sales like that. Think of any type of sarcastic, funny, fun sayings for boss, manager, or even just husband and wife. This will work really good. Okay. All right. Next one. Don't be a dumb bass. It's a funny fish bass t-shirt, right? This one was a text-based design, pretty simple, pretty easy to create, something like that. You can literally grab it, throw it into ChatGPT, create 10 different funny sayings like this, and help me with this because I'm trying to create a t-shirt design. Literally that simple, and it will generate some different ideas by looking at the actual image itself if you have the pro plan over there. But don't be a dumb bass. So we're looking at this as that retro style, nice big fish taking up the whole t-shirt actual space on over here. And this is Amazon Merch on Demand. If you're unaware of what that is, you can sign up, get a free account. Personally, it took me about 3 months to get approved, but this right here, you put it up there on Amazon. A customer purchases it, Amazon prints and ships it to the customer. You just collect the royalty. And you just focus on the research and stuff that I'm sharing with you right here. It's important that you understand research. And then obviously the design is next, right? So we look at this 4.8 out of 5, 318 ratings, really cool design. And then if we come down, look at the BSR chart, its first sell in 22.2. But when we see stuff like this, consistency, remember when the BSR goes up, and then it drops, that means it's made a sell. When it goes up again, and then it drops again, that means it made another sell. So you can see that, look at this, even in July, it crushes. Going into January, look, you see it drops down again. And this is in 2023, right? Boom, drop it down. And then it's going up here. And then you can see the BSR is really low. And then it starts to drop down again. And then it's doing the same exact thing again. Right now, it's cranking. This design, look at that. 2K BSR. That's crazy. It's a lot of sales. It's a lot of money right there. Really cool. All right, next one. So Valentine's Day. Construction trucks, funny boys, kids, toddlers, 4.6 out of 5, 104 ratings, $19.99. Now you can see that they have it just on youth, and then they have girls, which is pretty cool. As Amazon starts to add more and more products for us, that's really amazing. You got different construction trucks, tractors, whatever you want to call it. Got the hearts, right? Really cool, simple design, right? And keep in mind too, this stuff right here, you're not going to find this like at the store. You're creating designs that are only online. So when people are searching for cute stuff, like this is popping up. So every time I think about something like that, I'm just like thinking about what is not in the store and what can I create, especially for kids like over here. So you just have to, if you're creating a design for a kid, you got to be very careful what you put on there, because you can't put nothing like weird on there, like beer or anything like that, because they're giving a rejection. Most of my rejections are from that, which is crazy, because before I'd uploaded to all products and designs up, and then you get a rejection because you have a beer. And obviously it makes sense, right? You can't do that to put it on a kid's t-shirt, right? You don't want a beer design on a kid's t-shirt, right? I can see why Amazon's trying to protect themselves. First sale 2023 in the beginning of January. See that right there. So we're ahead right now. And this is a good sign, because when you see something like this, that means it's making sales. Now this BSR chart is a little weird. I don't like it, because that's what Amazon does things sometimes. The data's all messed up because they're messing with the algorithm, but you can see that it's made a sale already a few days ago, because it dropped down. It made a sell. So that's a good sign. So that means people are searching for Valentine's Day t-shirts already and purchasing, getting ahead. So as a print-on-demand seller, you want to do this and get ahead so you can capitalize on creating designs like this. All right, next one. Let's eat, kids. Let's eat, kids. Punctuation saves lives, right? And this is a funny grammar for like your teacher. 4.6 out of 5. Well, freaking hey, look at all those ratings. 4,700, 4733, 1,000 bought in the past month. Like this right here is a really cool t-shirt design for a teacher. This is simple, very easy, nothing too crazy about it, but it's funny, right? It's cool. We look at the all-time sales. It's made its first sale in 2018, and in 2018 in August. And then if we come over here, you look at it in January, it's making sales. And then going into Q4 of 2019, you can see that it's 2020. It started to make even more sales, and it started a downtrend again in Q4, make more sales. January starts to go up a bit, but it's still continuously making sales. And obviously, Merchant Farmer Archive caught that, because this is a selling shirt that's continuously selling into the algorithm, which is nice, especially with organic sales. Really cool t-shirt. Next one, V, is for video games instead of Valentine's. It's a funny t-shirt. You can see like kids that love video games wearing this t-shirt. 4.7 out of 5, 1,700 ratings. You can see who they're targeting by looking at the keywords: boy, men. And I can see men wearing this t-shirt too as well. I can see girls wearing this t-shirt too. Everyone's wearing this t-shirt at this point, right? All-time sales. And this we have another weird BSR chart. See this right here. First sale in 2021, and then it was in January it made its first sale. So look at that. And then it starts to just crush. And then it's repeating the same cycle every time it gets closer and closer for Valentine's Day. And then keep in mind too, just with the keywords, like you're seeing these keywords with how they're targeting. This tells a story. The listing tells a story, gives you data, gives you good information. I am 3 and digging it. So birthday t-shirt, anything related to where if you can't find it in the store, and if you can think of any like custom birthday t-shirts, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, where someone can just search and they think it's a cute t-shirt, this will be a good product to purchase, or a good design or t-shirt to purchase. Someone will purchase it and have it wear this for their birthday. We're at a 4.7 out of 5 to an 86. And you can scale this out too. Very easy to scale out. All-time sales. Made its first sale in 2022. And then you can see that it's continuously making sales. So in 2023 and Q4 it's just crushing it. And then especially it goes up like when it gets closer to Christmas, but then it just drops back down. So it's doing the same thing right here, getting closer to Christmas, and then most likely it's going to drop back down. Next one, just a girl who loves anime, ramen, and sketching. Anime niche is very big, especially like 2 years ago. It started booming even more and more. 4.7 out of 5, 2,300 ratings. So if you can think of something that's not out there, or think you can create something that's better than any of the other designs, do so. You can do it. 1,000 bought in the past month, which is a crazy amount of t-shirt designs bought in the past month. If we look at the all-time sales, it's made its first sale in 2021. And then going into 2022, just continuously making sales. And the BSR, look at that, just dropping 1,200K right now. Nice. All right, next one, dabbing a heart with some sunglasses, some cool shoes on, right? Simple. This is like kids wearing this t-shirt to school. Think of stuff like that. Valentine's Day comes around, or the kids taking pictures on Instagram. They're taking pictures at school, or they're wearing this t-shirt for school. This is a big day, and a lot of kids wear t-shirts at school like this. So think of cool t-shirts that you can possibly, cool t-shirts that kids can wear to school. That'd be a good idea. Come down, full 4.7 out of 5, 244 ratings. All-time sales, you can see that it's made its first sale in 2022, a few days after Christmas, right? And then it just goes crazy all the way until February. And then it's doing the same thing over and over. All right, straight out of the penalty box. Ice hockey player, 4.7 out of 5, 1,200 ratings. You see what they did here. What was it? Straight out of what, high school, like the straight out of Compton type of idea, but straight out of the penalty box, which is a good idea. Taking something that's trending and then applying it to what people love to do, play hockey, ice hockey. 1,000 bought in the past month, $18.99 would come down. Look at the all-time sales. We can see it's made its first sale in 2018, and then going into Q4, it just starts to downtrend every single year. Even in January, it still continues to sell. To just crushing it throughout the whole year, man. That's really cool. This is your design. Good job. Just amazing. So this is definitely just a good seller throughout the whole year. It's weird being the same age as old people. It's a retro style text base, the retro palette right there, and then it has text throughout the whole design. 4.7 out of 5, 1,900 ratings, 800 bought in the past month. We look at the all-time sales. You can see it's made its first sale in 2021, but then it's making, look at that, just going into January, February, it's just continuously making sales, and then 2022, 2023, 2020, and then going into 2024 is doing the same exact thing. So we're seeing that the evergreen designs like this are just selling throughout the whole year, crushing it. Valentine's Day, we got a T-Rex with a heart, holding a heart in the back of a monster truck. 4.7 out of 5. I can see different colors probably doing good. Maybe just keeping that red heart, right, would be the idea behind it. And the red glasses, you'd probably do like a purple, maybe, but red is more like Valentine's Day colors. Probably maybe get away with that. I'm not too sure. You could probably think of a few different ideas or different designs that could be done with this right here, right? Just different concepts, different layouts when it comes to just the T-Rex and with the monster truck in general. It's obviously combining cross-niching two different niches that are doing really good, and then creating something like this is one way to enter these high competitive niches. 2021 made its first sell, and then it was a weird like one sell, and then it starts to make a downtrend, and you can see right here, let me see this. Yeah, you can see it's down. So it makes a sell, then it goes up, then drops down, makes a sell going into Valentine's Day. And then the same thing here, it starts to make sales in like December, and then it starts to do a downtrend and some good BSRs here. So it's most likely going to do the same exact thing this year too as well. Admit it, life would be boring without me. Funny saying. Admit it, and they have it in the brand and not the title. Weird. Simple text-based, nothing too crazy. 4.7 out of 5, 20, something like this. If you look at, this is crazy because it's, look at, simple, but it's crushing, making a ton of sales. Come down, look at the all-time sales. We're going to see it made its first sale in 2021, and then going into Q4, it's just crushing. We have BSRs. I've seen 2,900 BSR, but even throughout the year, then it goes up a little bit in January, but then it just goes down again in May, July. Look at that, and then just goes. This is another design. You're finding stuff like this, just crushing, like just organically. 31K BSR, and this is simple. This is not even like the best design. This is easy. Anyone can do this. Like at the very beginning of me creating designs, like I can create something like this in seconds, right? Now don't go and copy it. The thing is to create something, if you can think of different ideas, like something similar, different, try to be different. If you think about it and then put it up, possibly make another top selling design in this niche. Trump, Take America Back 2024. This will be You can do this into 2025. This would be a good idea for 2025. Donald Trump, 4.7 out of 5, 779 ratings. Now, like the political, he won to become the next president. And then once in January, when he becomes president, I think this set of, that's what I'm saying, because in 2025 will be a different year change. If you switch that, you can literally create another probably top selling design for this niche. And this is crazy, by the way, because you can see it's been crushing it since 2020. This is interesting. This goes to show you, like, that design from 2024 was just consistently selling for this person. And they got ahead of everyone and thought ahead with the design and got ahead of the competition and created something like this by looking at the sales chart. The data don't lie. This is saying that this is a top selling design and people are buying it over and over and over. And then especially when the election came around, right? Look at that big dip right there. And then look at it still selling. But this has been selling for 4 years consistently. Crazy. Medicine for happiness. Now this is like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is a cute one. I can see this working for all animals. Any type of animal that people love, this would be a good idea right here. And you're seeing what they're doing. This is like the pill containers, right? And they have 2 of them here. My medicine for happiness called Cats Everyday Kitten Cat T-shirts, 4.7 out of 5, 512, $18.99, 300 bought in the past month. Come down, look at the all-time sales. You're going to see that it's made its first sale in 2021, but this is one of those designs that are just going to keep cranking and crushing every single year. You're seeing that it goes down, like in Q4 it goes down, but it stays consistent going into January, March, May, all the way through. Look at that. That's crazy. And it's going down right now, but it's going to look like it's staying consistent throughout the whole year, making sales there pretty much almost every day, it looks like. Nice. Now, skeletons, I said in the video already, skeletons, hearts, any holidays, I think probably skeletons and St. Patrick's Day might work. Skeletons and Cinco de Mayo, it definitely works, right? Anything, Halloween, Christmas. If it makes sense for your holiday or something that you celebrate, do it. 4.5 out of 5, 53 ratings. A skeleton, like putting up the heart sign, right? With little hearts in the background. $21.99. That's an interesting price point, right? It come down. All-time sales. Let's see what the data says. It's made its first sale in 2023. And that was in January. So right on track with everything that we're sharing in this video. And then it goes into February. You can see that it goes all the way down to like closer to Valentine's Day, 2024, 23 around there. And then it goes up, and then over here it's starting to make sales going into Q4, and then it starts to downtrend again right here for 2024. Now it should be doing the same thing going into 2025. 100 days of school. I've been talking about this on the channel already. So if you're not designing for this, you need to get your butt on top of it. 4.5 out of 5, 114 ratings. We come down all-time sales. Now you can see what they're doing here with the 100 days of school. I'm pretty sure there should be like 100 hearts here, I'm assuming. And then the color scheme that they got going on. A lot of color going on right there. You can see right here, 22.2 made its first sale in January. And then it starts to just go down. The beginning of February, it starts to go all the way down. And let's see if it repeats the same cycle up here. So yeah, right here. So it made a sale like in November of 2023, and then it started making sales at the beginning of January. And you see that downward trend. Look at that, goes all the way down to 15K, which is really nice. And then it should repeat itself again this year. So you can see right here, if you get ahead of it right now, start creating cool designs for 100 days of school, you can possibly create a really cool design and then get ahead of the competition and leverage that trend. Same thing, next one over here, 101 days school dabbing Dalmatian. So a dab, I'm not sure, that was 100 days. I'm not sure, 101 days. I think it's maybe something to relate with the Dalmatians, if I'm understanding this correctly, right? 4.7 out of 5, 44 ratings. Get a Dalmatian, 101 Dalmatians, right? That's what I'm assuming. I'm trying to figure that out. If you have any insight on that, please share in the comments down below. 101 days of school. Got a dabbing Dalmatian, and it looks like he has some paintbrush or ruler and pen or backpack on it or something like that. And then if we come down, we look at the all-time sales. See what the heck's going on here. It's made its first sale in 22.2 of January, and then it just goes away because I think they caught the trend a little bit too late. But then the algorithm started to realize that this is a good design. It's starting to push it more. They're running ads to it. And it's doing the same thing. It dropped all the way down right here to really low, 3,000 KBSR. Now you're seeing that if you look at the beginning of 22 but then like in 2023, this starts to do really well a year later, right? So this year should do pretty good again right now. 2025 it should do really good. Right now it's at 1.2 million, but as soon as it gets closer to that event, it should drop down even more. Next one, my teacher survived 100 days of me, 4.8 out of 5, 60 ratings. See the color scheme going on, and this should be 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So it should be 25, and then 4 times is 100, right? So if you understand that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Come down, all-time sales. You can see the color scheme that they're going on, but it seems like they're messing with 100 days. So they're trying to make everything equal some way, some type of form, make the design make sense to 100 days. And they're using like the little marks, the little dashes, right? So think of that too when you're coming into this type of niche like this. What can you do? If you have to be a little bit more creative to stand out from the competition, do so, because obviously this design is showing potential. In January 2023, it's made its first sale, and you're gonna see that how it's doing right there, all the way down to 18K BSR it seems. And then let's see over here in 2024, it started to make sales in December, but look at then it's starting to go downwards and make even more sales. So right now it's that time. It is that time. And then it's making sales right here. See, it's making sales and it's starting to rank into the algorithm and get pushed organically. Now, Black History Month is in February. This is a big niche right here. So Black History Month, Black History is American history, patriotic African American t-shirt, 4.6 out of 5, 37 ratings, 1999. You can see the color scheme that they got going on here, the yellow, the red, the green, and then look at Africa right here. Pretty cool. Cool design. Black history is American history. Look at the all-time sales to look at this data and back it up and see how the design is doing. It's made its first sale in 2021. Dropped all the way down the first year, all the way down to 39K BSR. Now it sells throughout the year. You can see that. And then going into December, it sells too. And then January, it starts to catch that trend and go downwards. And boom, doing the same thing. 2022. And then going into 2023, doing the same thing. It's selling even more. And then we're over here into 2024, doing the same thing, selling even more. So it's starting to rank even more and more. I think it's just everything adds up as far as the reviews, the ratings, and then the amount of keywords being searched and organically being pushed by Amazon. And then if they start to learn how to run ads, they can probably even boost it even more, which is really good. Now, February, I think it's Superbowl, right around that time. I'm just here for the snacks. And this is a cool way to go into a big niche like American football and create a cool design that people like you can wear to a party. I think this would be a good design for showing up to a party. This would be a really good design to show up to, like with a t-shirt on. It makes people probably laugh. 4.4 out of 5, 34 ratings. Text-based with American football right there. We come down here, all-time sales. We look at the all-time sales here. 2021, it's made its first sale, right, of August. And then we go into getting closer to February, starting to make sales. Remember, this is American football time season. So right now, you can see that it's starting to rank in August and starting to do more and more. A lot of people are throwing like football events or football parties. And then it seems like when it gets closer to the Super Bowl, it starts to downtrend right there. See that in 2023 it did that. So most likely it's going to do that in 2025. Let's see if it did it in 2024. Look at that. That BSR just drops like crazy. And then right now, look, it's selling throughout the whole year, doing more and more. And then it should do the same exact thing. That's just basically saying that there's a demand for this type of design. If you can think of something really cool, this will be a really good idea to create a design for this actual niche. And that is all the niche ideas that we went over that we found with the merch archive. So to recap, January may feel like a slow month, but it's actually full of opportunities if you know what to look for. Use the Merch Informer archive to find trending niche ideas. Find those micro niches to stand out, and do not forget to plan ahead for the up and coming holidays. For example, like Valentine's Day. Now it's your turn. Go explore the Merch Informer archive to uncover those hidden January gems and keep those sales rolling into the new year. With the right strategy, January can be just as profitable as December, or even better. If you want more low competition niche ideas, watch this video right here next. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.